so they're not sticking out so far. Little handy tip for you. They feel like they're glued on, but you just... Right, this weekend's job. Get rid of these horrible faded indicators, sort out this broken tail light, and I might paint the rear fender as well. It's looking a bit manky now. But yeah, we're going to tidy all that up. It's pissing me off. So I got this aftermarket light, which ain't too bad, but it's very square in the back here, so I want to try and get it in this old housing. And looking at it, it looks... oh, it might be a bit big, but I might be able to do it. We'll give that a go. So, I need to get this back off here again. This thing's looking a bit sparse now. I might put some more bits up there. What I need to do now is, because they're nice indicators, I need to figure out how to shorten that bit so they're not sticking out so far. These don't really come apart, so I'm probably going to have to start cutting. At the end of the day, I'm probably just going to have to cut this off here and cut that there and then glue them together, I reckon, because all this is sealed. It's tough. Just don't want to cut through the wiring. Yeah, okay. I am just going to have to chop them and glue them. Bit too much. Little handy tip for you. Stick a bit of paint, this is water-based paint, in the epoxy. To colour it. I'll put masking tape around here so I don't get epoxy everywhere. on the nice shiny indicators. You see, because that bit where I cut it off is actually not black, it's not black plastic, it's like white plastic which has been coloured on the outside. So where I've cut it you can see, so this black epoxy should cover that. Handy tip, use post-it notes to mix epoxy, then you can just rip that off, throw that away. Right, so the problem I got here is this light now looks like it should be on some 18-year-old's Mitsubishi Lancer, and the new one I got is this boxy, weird, not very nice shaped thing. The lens is a nice shape, so to get that on there, it's gonna be a mess. So I need to think of another plan. So that lens is very, very close to that shape. It's a big gap there. I reckon if I grind down all that and then see what it fits like. Well, it's getting there. I've noticed this little ring in here actually comes off as well. So oh, look at that, man. What am I going to do about the edges? Fill it with sealer. I didn't actually end up using these, even though they're quite cool, because all the mounting holes are in a different place and I didn't really have the time to mess about drilling new holes and stuff. So what I did is I actually just took the old lenses off of my old indicators, because all the LEDs and stuff worked in okay, it's just these lenses were getting manky. And I took the lenses off of the Triumph one. They do actually come off. I'll show you, look. They feel like they're glued on, but you just give them a twist round like that and they come off. Not that you ever need to get them off, because that's like a sealed LED in there, but that's how that works. And I just glued me Triumph indicator lens to my old indicator and it all looks a lot tidier now. So that's that then. You have to try these things. Well, as it happened, it turned out okay. I'm not keen on paying $300 just for a rear light. I make these videos to give people the inspiration and motivation to think outside the box and have a go at doing things differently rather than just buying new stuff. So it's tidied the rear end up and I give the bike a good clean as well, as you can see. I might shorten the front indicators at some point, but maybe not because they don't really bother me. The handlebars are wide anyway. It's just that when they're on the back, they do look a bit funny when they stick out quite far. So don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment. Let me know if there's anything you want to see in these videos. And have a great day.